and welcome to our last session in this story, Viva, New Jersey. Today we're going to continue answering the questions from the worksheet. This is the story cover, and these questions name one way that affected Lucinda in living in New Jersey. She wasn't very happy. This one way. Maybe you're going to find that she was lonely, or maybe you would say she missed her grandmother. Yes. Okay, so the next question, describe the changes that took place in Lucinda from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. At the beginning of the story, how did she feel? And at the end, at the beginning of the story, she was lonely and abandoned and misses her life. But at the end of the story, she found a friend and also a pet. She's going to be a friend with him too. So at the beginning, Lucinda was lonely and sad, but after she found the dog, her life changed, and a new friendship was born with Ashley and the dog. Okay, so we have here, very well, there must be a comma here because this is compound sentence, a very long one. Okay, so now let's look at true or false. Lucinda did not notice the sirens as she stroked the dog. True or false? This is one detail. While she was after she gave she bathed the dog and she cleaned its fur and cut all the clumps and everything, she there were sirens, but she didn't notice because she was so absorbed with taking care of the dog. So this is pretty true. Lucinda told the dog that he was beautiful. Yes, after she gave him a bath and cleaned him, she found that the dog was white with some stripes of black, and she said, "You are beautiful." Lucinda sang in Spanish to the dog while she bathed it. Yeah, I think we have read this, and yes, it's true, but this didn't calm the dog. Lucinda didn't like the dog. Of course, even from these sentences, we know that this is false. Okay, so let's look at this diagram. We used to skip, but today we have time. We're going to do it. So this is the summary of the story from the introduction, the rising action, and then another rising action, and then the climax and the conclusion. So the introduction, Lucinda moves to New Jersey and yes, in a dangerous trip. Yeah, and the rising action, Lucinda doesn't like New Jersey. She's lonely there. And rising action number 2, Lucinda finds a dog and takes care of it until it gets lost. The dog gets lost. And the climax, she searched a lot but couldn't find the dog. And then the resolution, Lucinda finds the dog and becomes friends with Ashley. To have lunch together the next day. And we may say that Ashley is also so happy to make a new friend, and she is excited for her plan to see Lucinda the next day. So we think that both were very happy to have each other for, yes, there must be a comma here also. Sorry, this doesn't work. Okay, yes, so please read the story again and go through all the questions in the first PowerPoint or the first video and this one, and revise carefully the story and read it again. And if you have any questions, you can post your questions in the discussion room. Thank you and goodbye.